Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Julia Mariga98. Thanks for the hilarious suggestion. You asked, why does orange juice taste so bad after brushing your teeth? If you've ever brushed your teeth like a responsible adult and then grabbed a glass of orange juice, you probably thought, did I just gargle battery acid? You're not alone. It's one of the most baffling taste betrayals known to breakfast. So, if you've ever been personally victimized by this citrus catastrophe, stick around. Today, we're breaking down the weird science behind toothpaste, taste buds, and why your OJ suddenly turns into a bitter little monster, right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start with the toothpaste, the Minty villain. Toothpaste, for all its cavity-fighting heroism, is also a bit of a taste bud tyrant. Most toothpastes contain something called sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS. Sounds fancy, right? Like a secret agent? Nope. It's just a foaming agent. It's the reason toothpaste gets all bubbly and makes you look like a rabid squirrel if you brush too enthusiastically. But SLS does more than make foam. It also messes with your tongue. Specifically, it suppresses the receptors that detect sweetness. You heard that right. After brushing, your mouth becomes a no-sweetness zone, like a sugar-free lockdown. So, even though orange juice is normally a sweet, sunny delight, it suddenly tastes flat, dead, emotionally unavailable. But it gets worse. SLS doesn't stop at just suppressing sweetness. Oh no. It also enhances your sensitivity to bitter compounds. That's right. It dulls the nice flavors and cranks the bitterness up to 11. It's like turning down the volume on your favorite song and then blasting static in your ears instead. So when you drink orange juice after brushing, what you're really tasting isn't the usual sweet and sour magic. It's the hidden bitterness that normally hides behind all that sugar. It's like pulling back the curtain on the Wizard of Oz, only to find a grumpy grapefruit with attitude. Your taste buds are basically going through a betrayal arc. Imagine your tongue is hosting a dinner party. Normally, the guests are balanced, sweet, salty, sour, umami, and bitter. Everyone's chill. But then SLS walks in like that one messy friend who flips the table, kicks sweet out, and hands bitter the aux cord. That's how you end up sipping orange juice and making the same face you'd make if someone said, "Hey, I microwaved this sushi." Okay, so, is this just an orange juice problem? Excellent question. Hypothetical viewer who's now suspicious of their whole breakfast. Nope, it's not just orange juice. It's any sweet beverage or food that relies on your taste buds being in full harmony. Try brushing your teeth and then eating strawberries, or chocolate, or even chewing gum. Everything suddenly tastes like disappointment in a wrapper. But orange juice gets all the fame because it's the perfect storm. It's very sweet and very acidic. So when SLS kills the sweet and boosts the bitter, the acid hits your taste buds like it's auditioning for a role in a horror movie. So, is there a solution? Or are we just doomed to suffer every morning? Fear not, friend. There are ways to dodge this flavor war. First, you can wait a bit after brushing your teeth. Give it 20 to 30 minutes before diving into your breakfast juice. Let your tongue recover from its foamy trauma. Second, you can switch to a toothpaste that doesn't contain sodium lauryl sulfate. There are plenty of SLS-free toothpastes out there. They don't foam as much, so you might miss that rabbit squirrel aesthetic, but your orange juice will thank you. Third, you could just drink water in the morning, like a sensible human, and save the OJ for later. But where's the chaotic fun in that? Science didn't have to go this hard, but it did. In case you're wondering, yes, actual scientists have studied this, because someone out there brushed their teeth, sipped their juice, said, "What is this nonsense?" and devoted their entire academic career to finding out why. That's passion. Studies have confirmed that SLS reduces sweet perception and increases bitterness sensitivity, which makes sense, because anyone who's ever tried drinking orange juice after brushing knows it tastes like someone dared a warhead candy to become orange juice. Also, this could be a great tool for revenge. Do you live with someone who keeps drinking your juice and blaming it on ghosts? Try replacing their toothpaste with a Minty SLS-packed monstrosity and time it right before breakfast. Then sit back and wait. Justice served bitter. Disclaimer: don't do this, or at least do it lovingly. So, what did we learn today? Toothpaste is a silent saboteur. Orange juice is an innocent victim. And your taste buds are surprisingly emotional. But most of all, we learned that life is full of little booby traps, even in the bathroom. It's a lesson in chemistry, biology, and comedic timing all rolled into one citrusy mistake. So next time you want a sip of OJ, think twice before brushing your teeth. Or don't, and enjoy a morning mouthful of sadness and science. If you found this funny or relatable, hit that like button like it's a tube of SLS-free toothpaste. Subscribe for more weird, wonderful answers to life's everyday mysteries. And if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.